First, let me acknowledge DJ Paul, who we left outside. He's under the tent, which is good, but he is an ambassador. So kudos to DJ Paul. He's amazing out there, so thank you on him. And just to acknowledge another person, I want to acknowledge Dr. Carol Tang, who's the director of the Children's Creativity Museum. She put a nice roof over our heads, so appreciate it, Carol. Welcome to the Yerba Buena neighborhood and the Yerba Buena Gardens, the beautiful gardens. I'm Scott Rowitz. I'm the new executive director for the Yerba Buena Community Benefit District and the founder and executive director for the Yerba Buena Gardens Conservancy. Thank you for having me today. Both of our organizations, the Conservancy and the Community Benefit District, are truly committed to improving this Yerba Buena neighborhood. Yerba Buena, as I think you all know, is such a unique neighborhood. It's where culture, conventions, and community meet. We have world-class museums like this amazing Children's Creativity Museum. We have the amazing Moscone Convention Center, hotels, educational institutions, the 3 blocks of the unbelievable Yerba Buena Gardens, small businesses, restaurants, and live-work lofts, senior housing, et cetera. So Yerba Buena is a very diverse, very unique community, and we're very proud of it. I want to highlight this museum especially. Bring your kids back. I have young kids, and it is an amazing place for 2 to 12-year-olds to really experience education. Rotating exhibits. When you're done here today, I was going to send you out to the carousel, which we still can do. The Leroy King Carousel is outside, but also check out the museum. Peek upstairs at the music lab if you get a chance. It's pretty neat. A couple other things. I want to acknowledge and recognize Mandy Hall from the SFTID and Paulita Elliott. And Paulita Elliott from the Block by Block. Those 2 amazing individuals created this program, so thank you on behalf of everybody. And on behalf of Yerba Buena, we're really honored to have this program, have this back here 1 year later. I think we all know, and I think you're gonna hear a lot more about it, the orange jackets are amazing, and they really make such a presence in our community, Yerba Buena and everywhere in the city. So thank you all for all your hard work, and I know you're not really here to hear from me, so let me introduce the most important person, my favorite person in the room, London Breed, our mayor.
Thank you, Scott. It's really great to be here. And you know, I should have worn my orange jacket today. It's actually, I think, in the car right now. Sometimes when I want to go out there and support the community and have conversations with just visitors and folks all around the city, I'll throw it on. And sometimes when I'm out cleaning up and cleaning the streets, I wear that orange jacket. And it's so funny because people will stop and ask me questions, which is nice. They don't just ask me questions because I'm mayor, but because, you know, they see that orange jacket, and it has become really something that I will tell you is one of the things that I am most proudest of as mayor, because I've had a chance to talk to some of you over the past year. And what I was most excited about is, number one, so many of you who have grown up in San Francisco and your love for San Francisco, and how you have told people like the best places to eat, not the places that typically tourists would go to in Fisherman's Wharf and downtown, but places in neighborhoods that still exist, places all around the city. You give them a different perspective of San Francisco. And when I travel, I wish I could find someone to give me that different perspective. I just gotta say, I get so many letters, not always good letters, but for this program, it's probably been the program that I've gotten the most good letters from visitors and people who travel to San Francisco from downtown. And I make my staff give me those letters to read because I want to have a good day. And I have a good day when I hear about the stories where, you know, I think, I don't want to say any names, but there was an ambassador who someone had an experience with a family member, and there was a medical issue, and they let them use their cell phone and stayed with them to provide support to make sure that that family got connected with another family member, and it's just things like that that make this program so unique. You always want to help. And I see you all talking to visitors on the corners, walking with people, trying to point out the right directions to go in. And the thing that I love most is you always tend to have a smile on your faces. And that makes a difference. You know, we've been through a really challenging time. This global pandemic hit us hard. And can you imagine just having a really bad day and you walk up and you see someone and you just smile and how good that makes you feel? It not only makes you want to ask for directions, even though you can probably use your phone for directions, but it really invites you in to have that conversation which leads to a really great experience in San Francisco. We are not going to continue to let everyone determine what the story is of San Francisco with all of the posts that oftentimes target and focus on the negative things. What we are going to do is elevate the experiences of what the Downtown Community Ambassador Program has done in neighborhoods throughout San Francisco, because that's the story of San Francisco, talking about the personal experiences that you have about our city, but also making the recommendations to the people who live and visit. We have a convention going on right now, and many of those convention goers have sent letters in the past about this program and how they had a great experience. Because I'll tell you, there were some conventions that were having second thoughts about whether or not they were going to come back to San Francisco. And because of you, they not only came back to San Francisco, but are looking towards the future of returning to San Francisco after their conventions. That means so much support. That means the ability to pay for programs like this and to do all the great things that we do in San Francisco. You are an important part of that work, and I just really can't thank you enough for your commitment, for your work, for your advocacy, for everything that you've done to really turn this area around. Because last year, you know, and even this year to a certain extent, there was a lot of uncertainty as to whether or not people would even return to work. And we're still struggling with that. But people still come to San Francisco for conventions and to visit and to ride the cable cars, where I always see an ambassador at the cable car location. People are like, where do I get a ticket? What do I do? Where does it go to? What are the best stops? And it's, you know, look, I appreciate MTA, but it's not MTA that are answering those questions. It's all of you that are telling folks exactly where to go and how it gets to Lombard Street and how to look over and just the beautiful views of Francisco Park and the Golden Gate Bridge. That is so meaningful, because this did not happen before. We did not have, you know, we didn't have you all over a year ago, and the experience was much more different even before the pandemic. So I'm glad to be here with so many folks who believe in this program, who support this program. But more importantly, I'm glad to be here with the people who show up every single day, rain or shine, to be of service to the city that you all know and love. And I can't be more proud to celebrate 1 year of this program, and here's to many, many more years to come. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Mayor. So I am Matt Dorsey. I am the District 6 Supervisor, and for those of you who are visiting the neighborhood, welcome to District 6. This is a district that includes a lot of high traffic and frequently visited destinations in our city, in our South of Market neighborhoods, including Moscone Center, Westfield Shopping Center, the Yerba Buena Gardens, where we are. These destinations attract thousands of visitors every year, and I just want to remind people how important that is. In 2019, San Francisco had a record-shattering year in tourism. It was 26 million visitors. That's roughly the state of Texas coming to visit our city. It was $10 billion in economic activity, and it supported 82,000 jobs for San Franciscans. This is really important. And the work that our ambassadors do is bringing us back. You know, the thing that I always think about, I know that we can be down sometimes as we're coming out of COVID, but if you look at the seal of our city, It's a phoenix. We always come back. That is the civic creed of San Francisco, and we are on our way back, and we're doing it, I think, one smile at a time. What I love about the Ambassador Program, and I just want to say happy anniversary to all of you. I will say as a new supervisor, it is nice to know how popular you all are in the neighborhood, and people who work for the various CBDs, the community benefit districts. They're so well regarded, and it means so much to our residents, as well as to our visitors, to see a smiling face, a welcoming presence, a knowledgeable person who can answer a question about where something is. That's how we're going to come back. And I do always feel, a little envious because I'm on the Board of Supervisors, which is the least popular, I think, thing. There's a public comment caller who every week reminds us that that 12% of San Franciscans think we're competent. It's humbling, but it's also, I really appreciate how popular you are, and I hope you see it. And I do want to say to the public, when you see people out here, ambassadors, whether they're in orange or blue or white or green, there's a lot of, you'll see a lot of them. You'll also see people who are picking up the streets, who work for the community benefit districts. Say hello and say thanks, because it means the world to our city. We are coming back, and I just want to say how grateful I am as a supervisor. I'm going to be doing everything I can to stand shoulder to shoulder with the mayor to make sure that we have the funding for this that we need, and that we're funding our CBDs and bringing our city back so that we can get even better than the numbers we had in 2019. And with that, it is my pleasure to welcome John Anderson, the General Manager of the Marriott Marquis. John?
Well, thank you very much, Supervisor Dorsey, and we appreciate your leadership and guidance here in District 6. I also get to chair the SFT IDMC and be the General Manager of the San Francisco Marriott Marquis. So here in this neighborhood, vitally important to all of the ambassadors. Thank you so much for all your contributions. 1 year ago, we stood here, not far from here actually, in Yerba Buena, and introduced the San Francisco Welcome Ambassador Program. And thanks to the support of Mayor London Breed, I think it's been successful. Would you agree? Yeah. Absolutely. Now today, over 4 million welcomes later, it's truly a pleasure to say and celebrate the success of the program, to see how far we've come on our road to recovery. I'm pleased to report that in Q3 of this year, San Francisco recorded the best tourism quarter since the pandemic started. Now, the San Francisco-San Mateo market achieved a 70.5% occupancy and an average daily rate of $230. Conversely, looking back to last year in Q3, it was only 51% occupancy and only $168 of average daily rate. Now, while we still have a way to go to reach the 2019 record tourism year, right, it's important to celebrate milestones such as this. Right? The Welcome Ambassador Program has been wildly successful and has done measures to support the economic growth here in San Francisco. And I want to thank all the ambassadors personally for their important contributions to making the visitors, commuters, and residents feel welcome, safe, and cared for here in San Francisco. The Ambassador Program has been very well received by our meeting planners as well as our convention goers. It has been crucial in helping to bring back conventions to the city of San Francisco. In the last 12 months, we've received countless emails from visitors and residents raving about their experiences with the ambassadors. We're thrilled to receive Cal Travel's endorsement of the San Francisco Welcome Ambassador Program when they awarded it the 2022 Visitors Experience Award last month. So congratulations, Mandy. Now, none of this would have happened without Mayor Breed's unwavering support of the tourism and hospitality industry and the Welcome Ambassador Program. So thank you, Mayor Breed. We appreciate it. Now, before I turn the microphone over to Marissa Rodriguez, the Executive Director of the Union Square Alliance, I would also encourage all the business community representatives out there to please open your doors to the ambassadors. They're walking the streets and greeting our guests. Occasionally, they use the restroom, kick their feet up, get a drink of water. So please welcome your doors to anybody in orange. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, John. My name is Marissa Rodriguez. I'm the Executive Director of the Union Square Alliance. I just want to say the heart of our city thanks you all so much, our ambassadors. We don't beat without your support. I, too, receive emails thanking our ambassadors, telling us the great stories. We are the part of town that is home to hotels, to theater, to restaurants, to visitors, and it isn't without the support of our ambassadors that we will not be able to receive back all of our San Franciscans. You remind them that it's safe. You remind them that it's the place to come back and celebrate our greatest moments. I want to thank Patrick behind me, who kept me dry just moments ago. It's acts just like that that I hear about from all of you. It's the smallest things that people really certainly appreciate. You feel welcomed. The community feels welcome. They feel like they're stepping into San Francisco's living room because they have you to ask questions of and talk to. I want to thank all of the individuals who are here today. This is a fabric, a very rich fabric that you may not realize, ambassadors, that you are supporting. I want to thank Block by Block, who I see, Samu, Daniela, Pauline is here as well. I know they're here, Mandy Hall for her program, I see as well. I see Ken Bukowski with our conventions, without which, again, our heart wouldn't beat, so thank you and for supporting them. I see our hoteliers, our CBD community arena, I see you as well. There are so many people here that really count on you, rely on you. We can't do this without your support. I see Terry Lewis with the Hilton too. They're all here to support you. I can't imagine. This is 1 year that you've been here and changed so many lives. And right before the holiday season comes again, and we are excited for a big blowout in Union Square. Of course, the winter market and the ice rink I think it's opening today. In fact, yes, it's opening today, and I know you'll all be there. I want to thank our mayor, Mayor London Breed, for all of her support, for all of you. It just doesn't happen without great vision. So I want to thank you, Mayor, and certainly to our Board of Supervisors for recognizing the importance of that too. We do better when we work together. Our ambassadors in blue really appreciate you as well in Union Square. So thank you. Thank you so much. And with that, I'd like to welcome up Moana.
Hello, my name is Moana Sao Leaupepetele, and I've been with this Welcome Ambassador program since the beginning, 1 year ago. When I applied for this position as a Welcome Ambassador, I didn't know what to expect. All I knew was I was going to make a difference. Every day I look forward to greeting our commuters that are on their way to work, school kids crowding the 30 and the 8 bus, saying hello to our cable car conductors, and most of all, welcoming our visitors to the great city of San Francisco. I think this program is important because we help a lot of people. We give directions, all types of recommendations, and also guide many folks who are in San Francisco for a convention to the Moscone Center. We also offer and provide different resources for the homeless and just anyone who is in need. Although I've been in San Francisco majority of my life, this job has taught me to be kind always. Many people visit our great city because of the diversity and because we are the heart of the Bay Area. To the current and future Welcome Ambassadors, thank you for your hard work and your dedication when you are out in the field. Rain or shine, our orange still is bright. Thank you, Mayor London Breed and the City of San Francisco for funding this amazing program. It is making a huge difference for visitors, locals, and businesses in the areas we cover. Also, to all of us ambassadors that enjoy the job. Thank you.
Well, thank you everyone for coming, and thank you for staying here, even though it started raining pretty heavily out there. My name is Mandy. I'm from the SFTID, and I'm the director of the Welcome Ambassador program. Thank you to our speakers, to Madam Mayor, to Moana, Marissa, Supervisor Dorsey, John, and of course, Scott and your team for hosting us today. It's been a privilege to work with and get to know the team over the past year. It's especially gratifying to receive all the fantastic emails that I get and to share them with the team. These are a constant reminder of the amazing work that they're doing, and I know that it shows them how much they're appreciated. Thank you, all of you, for all that you do, all your hard work. And this, of course, includes Paulita, the director of the program for Block by Block. Before we close the proceedings, and you all get to ride the carousel, hopefully, and eat cookies, we do have cookies to share, I would like to recognize the 20 team members that have been with us right from the beginning, and these are the guys that you see behind us. Not all 20 are here, but... Thank you, all of you, for all your hard work. And thank you also to everybody else on the team. No matter your role, whether you're in the office doing admin or whether you're out on the streets every day, you do an amazing job. Thank you. And then, just to conclude my little bit right here, one person has been chosen as Ambassador of the Year. And this is a surprise to everybody. She was chosen for her strong work ethic, for being a great example to co-workers. She always has a smile on her face, and she goes above and beyond to provide great service to visitors and commuters alike, and also share her knowledge and enthusiasm with fellow team members. Moana, would you like to step forward? So thank you, Moana, and congratulations. This is your certificate, and there will be some goodies as well. Yeah. So you're being recognized as Ambassador of the Year for 2022.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.